Hey guys, welcome back to Pick Up the Truth. We're over here in my grow room again, checking out the plants and seeing how they're doing. Well, the one we planted, baby girl, we planted almost 4 days ago. 3.5 days ago. See how they make us sound like Masons when we talk with the numbers they teach us? I hate that. I always hated being taught numbers by my parents too, you know. They programmed my parents to teach us, you know, teach me and my sisters numbers. And I remember they used to make us memorize numbers until we wanted to pull our fucking hair out, you know? Just drove me crazy how much they were programmed to teach their children the Masonic numbers. I mean, I used to remember sitting back in the car, in the back seat of the car, wondering why they're always trying to shove these damn numbers down my mind. I just got so tired and frustrated from it. But, you know, they teach us all to be Masons. And that's how they get good people to be Masonic ones, you know. We're programmed to be that way from the jump. Can't help it. You know, they brainwash our parents to teach us the shit. So, yeah, there you go. But we all got to go through it. The thing is, when we realize what it is, we need to, you know, not give it our energy. It just drives me crazy. But anyway, look at how the plant is doing it after 3.5 days, and she looks beautiful. Love it. Doing really well. Now, I may have to put some more soil in there on the top, around the top. Not too much, but maybe another inch. We have to keep in mind these little, the little solid leaves, the ones that are smooth, those are, it's going to be the the bottom vegetation of your plant. Anything above that will be stems and leaves, and buds, of course. This will be the bottom of your plant. So I always recommend not letting the stem get too long like that. I mean, I always try to keep it in check. Make sure that she stays healthy, because she's going to be drinking from her lower stem as well, so got to make sure that that's in the dirt, and roots will start to grow from it. But look at the one over here. Just saw her, she sprouted up this morning, and it's been 2.5 days since I planted these two girls. This one hasn't sprouted at all, and this one had me worried as well, but she came up this morning. Slow growers, these two, I reckon. But as long as they're good, healthy plants, I don't care how long it takes to pop out of that soil. But I'm hoping she pops out by the morning anyway. that's the update on these plants. How's everybody doing out there? Are you keeping from going crazy from the coronavirus? Is everybody staying in good mental health? Not letting this world go crazy? Are you trying to stay away from what they tell you to do? Or are you trying to comply with everything? You know. It's okay if we do. I mean, there's going to come a time soon where we're all going to be forced to comply. So what are you going to do? You know? For me, before I started this truth channel, because, you know, I had no intentions of creating a YouTube channel. I didn't. I started realizing truth before I created this channel. And to tell you the truth, I don't have much in this world. And I was really thinking at the time that I should just try to live off the land, try to survive from the earth that was created for me. And I know it sounds nuts, but, you know, I don't know. Learning truth, it just makes me sick of the world I was born in. You know, all the bullshit they teach us, all the ways they try to control us. I mean, fuck, man. I've always been raised to believe that, you know, television was a form of entertainment and it was harmless. But come to find out, the truth of the matter is it's a fucking box that programs people how to think, act, and feel. I mean, when you find out truths like that, and truths like, you know, finding out that time is not really what you thought it was, you know. I used to be one of these people who, you know, fantasized about traveling back in time and, you know, reliving the past and making up for the mistakes that you know, you did in your life, and maybe getting a chance to see somebody who passed away. And look at all the bullshit they programmed us to believe in our minds. I mean, come on. They programmed us to believe all that bullshit. And now I'm supposed to like living here after knowing the truth, you know, and that's just small, minuscule amount of things that they've done to me and you and everyone else. You know, and it's like, how can you not hate these motherfuckers enough just to say, hey, I want to expose these people for everything they are, you know, and everything they do to each of us. I don't like the earth I was born onto. I like the natural earth I was born onto, but I don't know that earth, because as soon as I was born, they slapped me with a number and a certificate and said I belonged to some nation and labeled me as some kind of American. All along, I've always been just, you know, a a soul and a body. A free soul I should have been, but not in the world we were born in, folks. There's nothing free about this world of concrete and steel cities. You know, it's just not, it's not right what they're doing to humanity. And if it doesn't make you mad, then you don't know enough truth yet, because we're going to learn to really hate these people, and it's not going to be good, because the more truth we learn about what they're doing to us in every which way they're doing it, it's going to piss a lot of people off. And sure, we in the family, we know for the most part how to keep our emotions in check, but people that find out the real things that are being done to them might not be able to have the luxury of learning like we have. But it seems like we're just participants along for the ride in the programmed world for now. I mean, we're learning truth, but we have no control over the world we're learning it in. And we have things, you know, we have things attacking us, but not really attacking us, but what we consider to be attacking us with lies, with programmed lies, you know. We consider our brothers and sisters that are still programmed by some things, you know, attacking us, but they're not really attacking us. They just don't know what they're saying is a program lie yet. You know, it's hard because the more truth you learn, eventually you're going to learn that it's all lies. And fighting each other about it, arguing over what's a lie and what's not, is ultimately not going to serve us any purposes. You just have to understand. You know, it's all Masonic control. From the language they taught you to the numbers they taught you. Any knowledge you take from the language is going to be skewed, even if it was written by somebody that's just programmed and not a Mason, but just programmed in their system like we all are. We're all contaminated with lies, okay? All of us, each and every one of us, we are contaminated with lies and forced to live in it, you know? But we need to get serious on what we consider to be Masonic lies and what we consider to be truth. I mean, I just let you know right now that it's all bullshit. You know? All of it. You know what that means? We need to start over from scratch. You know? That may sound like it sucks, but think about it. It makes it easier for us to not be distracted by all the bullshit that we have to sift through to find out if it's fucking real or not, to find out if it's fucking true or not. We can just discard it to the side as the bullshit it really fucking is. But see, that makes it easy, right? That's what we should be doing. so we can then come together with no bias against each other and no program views to come against each other with. We'll all have a clear mind, a focused mind, an open mind to be able to come together and love each other and search for truth with each other and talk about it with each other honestly. Until we can do that, we are going to have a really hard time and maybe not even learn very much at all. But, you know, I want to give props to Macy because she's a good woman that's going through a lot of shit in her life because of the, you know, program people around her. You know, the people that live in this world and believe in this world, they're dangerous to us, the ones who are awake. They are, because they still have power over our lives. I mean, the ones with authority. You know, so we have to be careful with the ones that have too much power over our lives. And as much as we hate it, we still have to play along with their game just to get through it. And I'm not one to play games with these program fools. I'm not. I know these guys that are programmed are my brothers and sisters, but they're not waking up. You know? They're not waking up. As a matter of fact, they're getting worse. You know what I mean? They've not only been programmed to believe in this world before the coronavirus, but they've gladly accepted the restrictions that they've implemented on them. They've restricted their freedoms, and they've gladly accepted that. I mean, without a fight, that's scary. Scary, man. Scary how they control each and every one of us, isn't it? I mean, how we give up so much without a fight. Would you ever think that we'd be in such a position? Did you ever think that we'd be in such a position? I didn't. Not once growing up did I think I would ever be in such a position, but I was fooled into believing that I grew up in a free country. But see, the mistake I made was believing that I was an American and believing in this system I was born into. That's the mistake I made. You know, we have to understand that these people, they stole our land from us and our resources a long time ago. They did. They stole our land and they named it America. And they made sure that you pledged your allegiance to the land they stole from you. And you did. Pledged your allegiance to it. We need to stop pledging our allegiance to the people who stole our land. We need to rip the name off of our land and take the motherfucking shit back so we can live freely on it. We're not Americans. We are people. We are humans with souls living on an earth that was created for us purposefully and with intention. But that's been taken away. And we need to somehow find a way to take it back. It's the only way we're going to be free. We need to take back what is ours. For everybody. You know? We can't continue letting them control us in the world they created. We can't continue. We can't continue living in the world they created. We can't continue living in the system they program us with. All of these things need to perish. They need to fade away quickly. Humanity will never control its own destiny unless we do these things. But we can only do it if we drop the programmed way we think. We're never going to do it if we don't completely do away with everything we've been brainwashed with. Drop all the biases. Drop all the racism. Drop all the negative ways we were programmed to think. Come together with love for each other. I just wanted to pass on that message because everything they do to us affects not only us but our family and our friends. And I don't care who you are. I know you'll do anything for your family and friends, or you probably used to feel that way. But some of them may not want to wake up, but you're still going to naturally want to help them. And we need to not focus on the ones that are sleeping. We need to focus on ourselves and make sure we're fully awake. Make sure that our brothers and sisters that are learning truth are fully awake, so we can come together in complete honesty and not have to worry about if one brother is brainwashed by this God, one brother is brainwashed by another God, this brother believes in this biblical story, and this brother believes in this and that, and this and that. There's too many this and that's, guys. Okay? It was made that way for a reason. It can distract humanity for a lifetime. It was designed that way, these distractions. That's their power against us, is their ability to distract us from the truth. And we have to get away from that. We have to wake up to the ways they control us and get away from it, so we can regain our power. Because we have a lot of power and truth together. We have so much power that it scares them to death. Okay? So much power we have in truth, they'll stop the whole world for, and trust me, they've showed us they can do it. I love you guys. Just some food for thought. Take care of yourself out there. Bye.